Hey guys, what's up? KLN here, and welcome back to another video on the channel. As you guys can see, we're an Ultimate Team, and today we have a 93 rated Evo Fernando Torres for you guys. Team of the Season Moments Evo Fernando Torres, 6'1" tall, high medium work rates, 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. And I picked him up when he was pretty much extinct and managed to snipe this card and then spent another 100k to actually go ahead and complete the evolution. So you can start a striker and center forward, and it is a very good looking card. I've gone with the finisher chem style. Pace is more than good enough. Shooting looks phenomenal. I wanted to give the shot power and some of the dribbling a bit of a boost. So finishing and attack positioning gets maxed out at 99, shot power up to 93, volley is up to 95, and penalties up to 94. Dribbling looks phenomenal, 98 agility, 89 balance, and the dribbling gets maxed out at 99. Couple that with the 5-star skills, I'm expecting him to feel absolutely brilliant on the ball. If he's not, I could change it up and go with the engine chem style, but I do think the shot power really needs that boost of a +4. Hence, I decided, like I said, to go with the finisher chem style. Now, when it comes down to the playstyles on the card, it's got finesse shot plus, chip shot, power header, whoop pass, tiki-taka, Trivela plus, and technical plus, which he does get from the new Evo. So, with that being said, I'm going to play this card as striker and striker only. So without any further ado, let's jump straight into the gameplay highlights with 93 rated Tots Moments Evolution Fernando Torres. And straight off the bat here, showcasing the dribbling on the card. And it's absolutely phenomenal. He's got 5-star skills. Let's see him make use of it. Wonderful skill. And we start off this video with possibly the best dribbling goal you will see from this Fernando Torres card. Absolutely phenomenal. Can we get another goal in the next game? Wow, that finish is absolutely filthy from Fernando Torres. I was supposed to finesse it with his right foot. Instead, he just stabs at it with his left foot and he scores. This one, can he finesse it with his right foot this time? Yes, he can. Curls it into the top corner. This guy allowed us a little bit of room from outside the box. I decided, you know what, he's got finesse shot plus, let's test it out. And he sticks it into the back of the net. Another playstyle plus that he does have is the Trivela plus playstyle, which you guys will see right now. Brilliant finish. I think this guy was lagging, so his player just runs straight out of play. And we do end up scoring with the Trivela at the end of it. So on to the first, and I think the only assist I will display in this video. Takes it well. Great strength and speed to hold off that man. I think it's Frimpong actually. Gets that pass into Diaz, who does end up scoring. On to the next clip, a volley from Fernando Torres. Diaz plays across in. Torres lets it run across him and then opens up his body, places it into the back of the net. Good finish from him. And we do have yet another goal. Here Odegaard has possession again. It is a brilliant pass into Torres. And that pass had to be in the video because more often than not the striker will end up scuffing that pass and the attack will be over. But that pass from Torres was absolutely perfect. I really wasn't expecting it. Good pass from him. And here a wonderful finish from Fernando Torres. Takes a touch and absolutely smashes that into the near post, and you guys can clearly see the boosted shot power does make a difference. In this situation, is he going to make the run into space? Yes, he is. It's a perfect pass from Rodri. Great take from Torres and a pretty good finish as well at the end of it. By the way, the goal you guys will see on your screen right now is very similar to a goal he actually scored in real life for Liverpool in the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know who it was against. I was like probably 6 or 7 years old when he did it. I've just seen highlights of it among the Torres goal compilations that I've watched. But there, vintage Fernando Torres takes a touch to cut inside, places it onto his right foot, opens up his body, and then places it beyond the goalkeeper. And in that turn from Luis Diaz is absolutely brilliant. Torres makes that run, Diaz makes that pass, and again, look at the acceleration, and it is a beautiful finish from Fernando Torres. Just scoops it over the goalkeeper, and it's 3-1. Can we get another one? Carlos Alberto, Diaz, Rodri, Diaz, Salah, Carlos Alberto, wonderful team play, gets it into Torres, sits down defender, and he plays it into the back of the net. Easy enough finish for him. This guy's had enough though. He pauses, and he does end up quitting. On to the next match, Odegaard has possession here, showing the hold-up ability on the card for Fernando Torres, using the skill as well to retain possession. Clever 1-2 between himself and Odegaard, and honestly, not much room for error with the finish, and he still managed to just slot it into the bottom corner. Can he slot this into the back of the net though? Left foot, first time volley, you better believe it. It is a phenomenal volley yet again from Torres. A brilliant goal from Torres. And honestly, the runs that this card makes are absolutely brilliant. And again here, retains possession, little burst of speed to get into the box, and he just stabs it in with the left foot into the roof of the net. So that was the last clip of this video, and you guys can pretty much ignore the stats. I mean, these clips are clearly taken from a whole variety of different games and clips over the amount of matches I played with Torres, but just as a rough turnaround of how many games and goals he's scored in those games, you guys can clearly see compared to the start of the video, it is a lot, right? This guy's goal return is phenomenal. It's absolutely brilliant. And speaking more on the actual details, the actual attributes and the strengths and the pros and the weaknesses on the card, this card is just brilliant, man. Pace is phenomenal. I think he's very fast, can get away from players. He does, for some reason, like to have a burst of speed rather than actually just running fast from the get-go. So it is pretty strange, but honestly, no complaints. I think he does have the quick step playstyle, if I'm not mistaken, so that might be a contribution as to why he runs like that. But honestly, pace is brilliant. I don't think it needs a boost. I think he deserves a 9.6 out of 10. He does feel very quick on the ball. Shooting is phenomenal. The only problem I have with this card is the long shots. Now, he does have the finesse shot plus playstyle. He does have the Trivela plus playstyle, and you want to use it from outside the box, but because of his low shot power and long shots, it often ends up not being as good as you had expected to be for someone with those playstyle pluses. Now that is problematic, so I would recommend giving him the Hawk chem style. However, he does really need the dribbling boost, because the whole point, let's be honest, the whole point of putting Torres into this Evo is to give him 5-star skills. You want him to feel as good on the ball as you possibly could make him, and to do that, you want to boost the dribbling as much as you can. Now, the finisher does that. It does boost the dribbling to 99. Reactions are at 96. Ball control is at 88, which is a little low. But in all honesty, it all depends on how you want to use this card. So, passing on the card is pretty good. As you guys saw, short passing is decent enough, and it's pretty much all you can do, right? He's not a essentially hold-up type of striker to get the ball and launch long balls across. He's not a false 9 type of guy. Give him the ball, then run it behind with it. So passing does get an 8 out of 10. It's solid. It's not bad at all. Dribbling, like I said, is very good. The 5-star skills very useful. And to actually put a rating on the shooting, I'd give him a 9.4 out of 10. If he could take long shots, it would be much higher, but unfortunately he can't. So I won't give him any higher than 9.4. Passing, like I said, gets an 8. And dribbling gets a 9.2 out of 10, courtesy of the 5-star skills that he does have. Physical, I'm going to go ahead and give him an 8.5. Holds off players, and he does last the full 90 minutes. Now, since that's out the way, what do I think you guys should do with this card? Honestly, it's a very versatile card. You guys could use him purely as a get-in-behind striker, slap a Hawk chem style on him, and just let him use his pace, his physicality, and the shooting ability to run it behind and shoot. Now, where the problem comes in is that this guy needs that dribbling boost, right? He's got 5-star skills. You want to utilize it. You want to make use of it as much as you possibly can. To do that, you want him to feel as quick on the ball as possible and as good as possible when dribbling. So to do that, I think the engine chem style is the way to go. So for shooting, I think he desperately needs a Hawk. For dribbling, he desperately needs an engine chem style. So it all depends on what you're willing to sacrifice based on your playstyle and the players you have around him. All in all, is this Evo worth the coins? Is he worth buying and worth Evoing? Well, evolutionizing, I guess. Evoing sounds a bit weird. But is he worth it? If you love Fernando Torres, yes, 100%. If you just want him for your team, it depends who else you have around him. If you have a whole bunch of small, nimble, dribbly players, do this Evo, slap a Hawk on him, and he will be your out-and-out finisher. If you have an out-and-out finisher in your team, you want someone who's going to be fun, who can dribble, hold up the play, run fast, do pretty much everything for you, then get this Torres card with an engine chem style. I think that is the way to go with this card if you do not want him to be your primary finisher. Personally, for me, I have Salah and Diaz, so as much as I want Torres to be the primary finisher, if he's not, it's not a problem because Salah and Diaz can score goals as well. So, all in all, that is my opinion on the card. He's a phenomenal card. He took me from barely finishing rank 5 every weekend, and last weekend I managed to hit 14 wins for the first time in this FIFA, and it's all because of that Fernando Torres card. He made a huge difference, and honestly, was just very fun in Weekend League to use as well, which is a rare commodity in this game. So with that being said, I do bring an end to this video. If you like it, smash the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until then guys, stay tuned for the next one. Peace.